your biological conditions, whether you've exercised, little tiny things can throw off your decision-making process. They've done so many studies on this that people make decisions many times based upon what happened to them previously. Give you an example of this, and some of you may have heard me give this example, but there are many documented, funded public studies on this. And if you would like more information, you can read a book by a guy named Robert Cialdini, who has written extensively on this subject and sort of curated a lot of studies on the idea of how people make decisions. And he's a professor, I believe, at Phoenix, or somewhere in Arizona, University of Arizona, something like that. And basically, I'll tell you one of them. They did a study on some women walking around in a shopping mall, an indoor shopping mall, and they took a young man, gave him a script, made him say the exact same words, and they made him ask women for their phone numbers at different location points in the mall. So let's say we're going to ask 100 women using the exact same script in front of a flower shop, a lingerie shop, a candy shop, and a home decor shop throughout the mall. 100 women apiece. So we're going to ask 400 women for their phone number. And we're going to use the same exact script. So they did this experiment. And they realized something pretty interesting, that when they asked for the phone number, they asked for the phone number immediately after the women passed. So they would pass the flower store, the lingerie store, the candy store, and the home decor store immediately after they walked past it. So they just walked past the window. They didn't necessarily go in the flower shop, the lingerie shop, the candy shop, or the home decor shop. They just walked past it. But I want you to, in your own mind, where do you think that the women gave their phone number the most? Which shop did they just pass by? Is it the candy shop, flower shop, lingerie shop, or home decor shop? Well, the odds were so significantly higher after they just walked by the flower shop, because women equate flowers with romance, with initiations, with new things, with freshness. So it was so dramatic that it made a statistical difference that was so surprising that they published this study. By that, same script, same guy, only thing was different was the location. They just walked by the store. It was in their peripheral. And there's been many studies like this, and people call it persuasion. So your will is not exactly free. You think you have free will, but you don't. It's created by external stimulation, by your biological conditions. They've proven that what people eat affects their mood. They've done studies where they had one group of people hold something hot for a man and one group of people hold something cold. And then they surveyed the people after, describing the man's personality. And when they held something hot, they thought of him as a warm person, but when it was cold, somebody with not much personality. Same script. It's just amazing how non-objective we are as human beings. Simple little things. So it's not like these people that you're reaching out to have free will either. You don't know. They don't know if they want you to call tomorrow. They really don't. That's why persistence is the key. Say you're calling on somebody because you want to sell them our training program. Well, today they say, don't call me back. We don't want training. Well, first of all, nobody wants training. But then the next day, they have an employee kill a major deal in their company that cost them a lot of money. And it was because they didn't have good training. and they're like, "Oh, this guy's an idiot," blah blah blah. And he said,